Imagine playing almost any modern PC game in VR without needing a computer science degree just to tweak the settings. The Unreal Engine Injector is powerful, but it's complex. But those days are over. The Unreal Easy Injector transforms technical hurdles into a user-friendly experience for everyone. Today, we are looking at why this tool is finally opened the market for VR mods for more people. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, let's check this out. How does it work? So first, what do you need? You need a PC, of course a gaming PC, and then you need a VR headset. All headsets work. You can buy a Meta Quest and you can buy a Vive and you can buy an Index or whatever. Big screen beyond. In my case, I use the Pimax Dream Air because this is one of the most modern VR headsets, OLED, ultra high resolution or so. This is really nice. Put the link in the description. And as you can see, here's also the software. Everything is prepared. It recognizes the base stations. And if the game supports motion controls, you can, of course, also use your controllers. So make sure everything is connected, everything is preset, and so on, whatever headset you use. So, and now you need the tools. The most important one is the Unreal VR Easy Injector. And there's one thing to notice. It's called injector, and that means something is injected into a running process. And there is another thing that does this, a virus. A computer virus is also injecting things. And this causes that some virus software is protecting this as a virus, of course. Yeah, because it has the behavior of a virus. You can check this yourself by uploading the Unreal Engine Injector Easy Installer to a virus total, and then you will see some results here that says, oh, there is a virus. But when you check it, it's only a generic virus. That means the behavior of this tool is like a virus, and then some of the tools protect that as a virus. But you have to ignore it because it's not a virus, it's only the behavior of a virus. You can check that, for example, for tools that are very professional, like Bitdefender is not protecting that as a virus, or for example, Avira is also not detecting that as a virus. Yeah, so it's just a generic, a false positive. That's the thing I want to tell you, because when you download it, it's likely that Windows says this is a virus. So you have to allow access to this file, and otherwise it doesn't work. So then here we have this file. And then there's another tool but this is only optional. I already told that to you in the PCVR hardware guide, the so-called DLSS swapper. Download that. I will put all links in the description. And here is the DLSS swapper. When you open that, you can scan here, and then it will show all the. Can we set it to English? I don't know. Yes, we can set it to English. That's better, right? Because you don't want to to learn German. Do you want? No. So you can refresh here, and then it scans all your games that are supported for this DLSS swapper. Because some older games has old DLSS files, and that's not good. So for example, here is Hogwarts Legacy. I think it was something here or so, a very old version. And then you just use the newest one. You click on download and then swap. And then you see it's using the newest DLSS file. And that makes it look better, run better, and so on. And here, this is set on default, and you will go for preset K. This is recommended. Preset K looks better, feels better, smooth, and so on. And this is what you do with all the games that you want to use the Unreal Easy Injector. Also, for example, Satisfactory is installed here, and I did the same. So this is what you do in the DLSS swapper. Very important. But now let's check out the Unreal Engine Easy Injector. Let's close Pimax in the background. So here you go, and it says all the games that are installed and that have a profile available and that supports the injection of VR. So this is the program. Here you can use the newest version. Here you can rescan the library. By the way, if there is no game listed, it might be because you just installed that or you just installed a game via Steam. So just close Steam, open it again, and then here click on Rescan Game Library and it should appear. So yeah, here you can install the newest version of Unreal Engine Injector. Here you have the tutorial, and here you have a profile catalog, and then you see all the available profiles for different games. And it says what's supported. For example, here, Ready or Not, we have 6 degrees of freedom with motion controls and so on. Or for example, here, Hogwarts Legacy that I have installed, it has first person, 6 degrees of freedom, and so on. That's really nice, really easy. And then we have some settings here. And this is important because it depends on what runtime or what headset you use. For example, OpenXR is recommended. If the game supports OpenXR, then of course this is used. It's much better than the old OpenVR. And here you will go on the list and choose the corresponding headset. For example, if you have a MetaQuest, of course you use MetaQuest Link. If you have any other Steam VR headset, then for example the Vive, the Index or Big Screen Beyond, you will go for Steam VR. If you want to use virtual desktop, which also works, then you can use like wireless, for example Pico or so, you can use this one. And in my case, I choose Pimax OpenXR because I have the Pimax Dream Air. Here in the lower area, you can, if you use virtual desktop, you can set some things depending on the strength of your PC, like balanced or quality mode or resolution factor. You can set this. And here, this is interesting because if there is 0 seconds, that means when the game starts, it's injected directly into VR. And that sometimes causes like a crash of the game. So set it higher. For me, I choose 5 seconds. So the game starts, the Unreal Engine Injector waits 5 seconds and then injects. This is more stable. The higher this value, the more stable is that. But of course, the longer you have to wait. So this is that. And then, for example, we go into the different games. So we go, wait, perhaps I can I uninstall that profile? I don't think so. No, yeah. No, I cannot uninstall it, I think. Oh yeah, here. Because I want to show it to you like it's not installed. So here we have the games. And for example, I show you one that I already have installed, Hogwarts Legacy. Here is the local profile. And here it says if something is wrong or so, or for Epic games, you have to do something else. I have the Steam version. If something doesn't work, you can do this and so on. And here it describes the functions. For example, we have first person mode, we have full motion controller support and so on. Change logs and things. Here's the OpenVR runtime, what we can start, how we start the game. Here it's Pimax OpenXR. There is also a function with voice controls. So for example, you can set a voice command if you say open map, and then inside the game it opens the map. So because the controllers don't have as much keys as the keyboard. And but I'm not a fan of voice control. So if you want to try it, you can check it out here for every single game. And now, if everything is set up and your Pimax, your Quest, your Pico, Big Screen, Vive, Valve Index, whatever is running, and then you can click on Launch Game and inject in 5 seconds. And then everything works. But I want to show you how it looks if you don't have a profile installed. For example, now Satisfactory. As you can see, there is no profile installed. For games where is no profile, you can create your own profile. You can click here and then set everything what you want, depending on your PC, of course. But first, before you do that, go on search profile, and then, for example, here he found a profile. Yeah, and then it says you need Unreal Engine Injector version 9.8.3 or higher. And here's for version 1.0.2, and the game requires an additional mod. You go here, click on install, and here you can see the guide as well. It's not as big as with Hogwarts Legacy, but for example, you have to download and install the Satisfactory mod manager here, and then search for UEVR enhancements and then install it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So for some games, you have to do something. But it's still much easier than friggling with the Unreal Engine Injector with all these thousands of different settings and so on. This here is really for beginners. This is much easier because, for example, in Hogwarts Legacy, everything is already set to first person, to motion controls. Like it's made for VR. Yeah, and then here also launch game. And now I want to show you, if we did everything right, how it looks. And we will do that with two examples, Hogwarts Legacy and Satisfactory. So let's have a look. Okay guys, and this here is freaking insane. I can tell you, like, look at this here. We have a really good performance. It looks absolutely amazing, and we have tracked controllers. Like, look at this. I have the wand here. I can do, bam, stupor. It's just, this is like, whoa, yeah. And you can do like everything. I can even open the menu here and choose different things. Yeah, whatever you want. And look, I mean, how on earth? Look at this. There's Hogwarts in full 3D with room scale. Like, this is the craziest thing ever. Like, it feels like it's made for VR. Holy moly. Like, and it looks perfect. It looks perfect. I mean, to be honest, I set it a little bit down, like DLSS on medium, because when you push it everything to ultra, it could happen that the game crashes. It depends on your PC, of course. Like I have a 4090, RTX 4090, and i7 14900K. If you have a 5090, perhaps you can even go higher. But I mean, look at this. This looks fantastic. And especially this game here with the Unreal Injector, this is, for Harry Potter fans, this is the freaking holy grail. And this is not a lie. I'm not exaggerating. This is true. Try it yourself and you will see. Ha ha! Stupor! Holy shit. Yeah, and this is so nice. Yeah, this is so nice. So that was one example of the Unreal Engine Injector together with the Easy Injector. Okay guys, and here we are in Satisfactory, and this is a freaking blast. This looks so good. It has full room scale, it has tracked controllers, and we can even go inside the menu and have a laser pointer here, and then, for example, place, I have to click it, and then place the things here. Like this is amazing. This is amazing. We can go back. Yeah, we can select things. Yeah, this is amazing. We can go here in the menu as well if you like. Go back with the grip button, and we can play the whole game in VR. And it feels like it's made for VR. It feels like that. And I ask again the questions to the developers. If that is so easy with such a small tool, why on earth are you not integrating that yourself? And it runs perfectly, even on this ultra high resolution headset with ultra high display and OLED. This runs perfect. Of course, you need a stronger PC for a Pimax headset than for a Quest 3. But it works. It works also with a Quest 3. It works with a Pico, with all the headsets. Even with the PlayStation VR 2, if you have the adapter. Like, well, look at this. This is crazy insane. My godness. And now you see how easy that is. And with the Unreal Easy Injector, it's much easier than with the normal injector because, yeah, you don't have to freak around with the things. So, guys, I hope you like that. I hope you like that I showed it to you. All the links are in the description for the Unreal Easy Injector, for the DLSS swapper, and also if you are interested in this Pimax headset or a MetaQuest, you will find coupon links in the description where you save money and support me. This is a win-win situation. And I can tell you guys, this is freaking next level. So let's be honest, I showed you a lot of MetaQuest games in the last 3 years. And there were some games where I think, oh my god, why does that even exist? Like some damn casual games and shitty games and things. But of course, there are also good Quest games. Not a question. But this here, this is freaking next level. This is like insane, okay? And you need to try that. You need to try that. So I also made a video with a recommended PC hardware. You can also check that out if you are interested in that. And this here, guys, this proves that PCVR is everything else but not that. Now you might say, of course, yeah, Satisfactory is such an old game and so on. Yes, but the Unreal Easy Injector and Unreal Engine Injector also works with brand new games that were just released for PC. And that's the cool thing. And it's so easy. So guys, crazy. So check out all the links in the description. Give me a thumbs up. And if you are interested, you can also check my top PCVR mod video or my top PCVR games video on my channel. This is also nice. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE